TaylorMade, we've always had a background in racing. Paul and I started off racing bikes in England in '96. Was always meant to be an R&D stunt works with a motorcycling general background, and we felt it was an ideal time to go back to racing. We built the business up, we had some profits from the exhaust. We decided we wanted to build a bike, and here was the perfect series that would allow us to go back to racing and actually make use of our composite technology. And it was something we'd always wanted to do, is build a complete racing bike. The Dorna rules were that the chassis was completely free. It's very rare as a designer you get a clean sheet of paper. And that's why we jumped at this chance to have a look at it and say, well, where should the radiator actually be? Where should the fuel tank be? What should the actual construction of the frame be? And we felt that by going for a very lightweight bike, which was offered by the carbon fibre, that we could get an advantage against any of the other manufacturers who were coming out with this. We were never going to be able to compete with these big guys, so we had to do something different. So that's why we made sure that it was completely different front end. It would have a carbon fibre swing arm, again for lightweight, and that the main centre of the bike would be this monocoque built around the engine, almost like an egg that's clamped upon the top of the engine. The goal of any design is really to make the job be done by as fewer components as possible, because that way again you'll get lightweight, you'll get it more simple. So the idea here was that the monocoque chassis is not just a chassis, but was doing three other jobs as well. It was the suspension mounts, it was the fuel tank, and it was the air tunnel going through to that rear mounted radiator. It's a work in progress, so this bike has been evolving and changing all the while it's being developed. What I'm particularly happy about though is that the process is already working, and we've actually got a bike that's successful on the track. It's won 2 national races, so we've proved it as a concept. Can we refine it further? Any design is like a movie film. Somebody at some point has got a shape cut. You've got to go and race it now. For the designer, you just want to keep on working it, keep it the next one. What's the next generation? Can we make it better looking? Can we make it more efficient? So all of those things. So it never stops. So I've already designed the next generation of it.